The forearm fulcrum has been compared to a paddle, but it's really much more. Despite its odd shape, the forearm fulcrum is one of the most effective tools you can use in building a technically correct stroke. What gets imprinted with the forearm fulcrum is something called EVF, early vertical forearm. It means that you pull not only with your hand but also your entire forearm, and that you engage the hand and forearm immediately after the catch. What the forearm fulcrum does is lock the swimmer's hand, wrist, and forearm into the optimal position for EVF, or early vertical forearm. Every swimmer can benefit from practicing this skill, but the greatest gains will be felt by beginners and those with a long-standing habit of dropping the elbow. How to use it. To properly put on the forearm fulcrum, slide your hand through the loops, making sure the blue forearm fulcrum logo is pressed against the inside of your wrist. Remember that the forearm fulcrum is a tool for developing technique, not strength. Use it for short distances and with maximum focus and attention to what the fulcrum is doing to your stroke. When you swim freestyle, you should notice that the fulcrum puts your hand, wrist, and forearm in a very particular position. It connects them so that the palm and forearm form a single surface, or paddle. You should also notice that the fulcrum encourages you to initiate the pull by lifting the elbow and not pulling back with your hand. As you pull, you'll notice that the fulcrum keeps your wrist from collapsing. It helps you maintain a single, uninterrupted pulling surface from the beginning of the pull to the very end. Because the forearm fulcrum touches your wrist and forearm, it awakens this part of your arm and gives you a heightened awareness of your forearm when you swim. Another great benefit of the fulcrum is that it improves your technique but is easy on the shoulders. It has all the teaching benefits of a paddle but none of the shoulder stress because you're pulling with just your hands and forearms. The forearm fulcrum can be used for backstroke, where it encourages you to push water with the palm and forearm. For breaststrokers, the forearm fulcrum encourages early vertical forearm. At the catch, it helps the elbow stay high and encourages you to maintain a single pulling surface from fingertips to wrist to elbow. If you're working on butterfly with the fulcrum, we recommend single arm drills, where you can focus on a high elbow catch. Remember, the best use of the forearm fulcrum is as a teaching tool. Use it with great focus and attention to how it is adjusting the shape of your hand and forearm.